Two Ontario Liberal leadership candidates are teaming up to beat Bonnie Crombie. The two MPs making the jump to Ontario politics, Yasser Naqvi and Nate Erskine-Smith, are basically saying to their supporters, vote one of us number one and the other one number two. And this looks like a last-ditch effort to make anybody who isn't Bonnie Crombie to be the leader of the Liberal Party. Now, when we look at the politics of these two candidates, they are arguably considerably more interesting than Bonnie Crombie. But Bonnie Crombie is arguably a significantly bigger name. And beyond that, her polling shows that she has the best chance of beating Doug Ford. And Bonnie Crombie has in the past been criticized for not being left-wing enough, specifically in regards to her comments about the Greenbelt. And while Bonnie Crombie might not be an active outward leftist progressive, I don't think anybody could label her as conservative. She is very much a centrist liberal, or a business liberal. But there does seem to be support from within the party to not have her be the leader. Also, can we take a second to talk about how all the parties have ranked ballot voting for their leaders, yet we don't have ranked ballot voting for our elections? Obviously, it is a good system. Otherwise, all of the major political parties wouldn't be using it. But somehow it isn't good enough for our democracy. Maybe we should consider electoral reform, which, by the way, the federal Liberal government is looking into. We should be very, very vocal about Trudeau moving forward with that. Unless you're a diehard conservative, because electoral reform will probably block the Liberals and the Conservatives from gaining majority governments in the future with less than 40% of the vote. And I've actually talked to Nate before. He seems like a really cool guy. And I know a few people who know Naqvi, and they say positive things about him. I was very vocal about my support for Merritt Stiles even before she ran for the leader of the NDP. But there was pretty much nobody else in the party who could have taken over. With the Ontario Liberals, there's a lot of interesting candidates. Let's wait and see how the race is going to turn out. And let me know in the comments, who do you think should lead the Liberal Party?